On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Fascist.
Relating to or supporting fascism, which is a political ideology that emphasizes authoritarian government, nationalism, and suppression of political opposition and individual liberties.
Examples:
Fascist propaganda, fascist policies. The regime was accused of being fascist for their oppressive tactics.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
Nationalist sentiment, nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Benevolent.
Well-meaning and kind, serving a charitable or philanthropic purpose.
Examples:
Benevolent gesture. A benevolent individual. The benevolent donor's contribution to the charity greatly impacted the lives of those it served.
Prosperous.
Successful financially or materially, bringing success or good fortune.
Examples:
Prosperous weather. Prosperous nation. The company decided to invest in a prosperous industry.
Patriot.
A person who loves their nation and would fight for it if required.
Examples:
Blind patriot. Zealous patriot. He is more of a hypocrite than a patriot, to be honest.
Complication.
Something that makes a situation or condition that is complex or confused.
Examples:
Complication of structure. Resolve without complication. He also continued to struggle with serious long-term complications.
Betray.
To reveal or deliver to an enemy by treachery or disloyalty, to reveal something unintentionally.
Examples:
Betray a friend. Betray confidence. He felt betrayed when his best friend revealed their secret to the enemy.
Yardstick.
A long, narrow strip of wood or metal that is marked with measurements, typically used to measure or compare the length, height, or width of something, a standard against which something can be compared or judged.
Examples:
Yardstick measurement. Yardstick comparison. Using test scores as a yardstick to measure intelligence is only sometimes reliable.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples:
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Seductive.
Tempting or alluring attractively or persuasively, often used to describe a person, behavior, or idea that is intended to lure or entice someone into a specific action or belief.
Examples:
A seductive smile. Seductive behavior. The actor's seductive gaze drew the audience's attention on stage.
Tempt.
To make someone want to do or have something, especially something that is unnecessary or wrong.
Examples:
Tempt young people. Tempt the taste buds. Though he was evil, he never tempted his friends into wrongdoing.
Disgust.
A strong feeling of dislike or disapproval.
Examples:
Public disgust. Show disgust at his actions. He was filled with disgust and fear for the threat of war.
Krip.
To move slowly, quietly, and carefully, usually to avoid being seen or heard.
Examples:
Creep along the leaf. Creep toward the mouse. Aging creeps up slowly with time.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Rerun.
The act of repeating or replaying a previously aired episode of a television show or a past event or performance. Verb, to broadcast or play again an item, especially a television or radio program. To run a race or other sporting event again.
Examples:
Rerun episode. Rerun of a TV show. I missed the episode of my favorite show, so I hope they will air a rerun soon.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
Military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Oligarch.
A member of a small group of people who hold disproportionate power or influence, often in a political or economic context.
Examples:
Corrupt oligarch. Business oligarch. The powerful oligarch controlled the company's operations and made all the important decisions.
Inefficient.
Lacking the ability or skill and not making the best use of time, money, energy, etc.
Examples:
inefficient use, inefficient management. The system is still so inefficient that it is useless.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples:
authoritarian practice, authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Puppet.
A doll or figure that is manipulated by strings, wires, or hands to represent a person or animal, a person who is controlled or manipulated by someone else.
Examples:
puppet theater, corporate puppet. The politician was merely a puppet for the wealthy elite.
Polarize.
To cause or become divided into two contrasting or opposite groups, opinions, or positions, to create or intensify a sharp division or conflict.
Examples:
polarize society, polarize opinions. The controversial new law has the potential to polarize the entire nation.
Pre-exist.
To exist or occur before something else, especially referring to a time period or event, to predate or come before.
Examples:
pre-exist the modern city, pre-exist the current political tensions. The idea for the novel pre-existed as fragments of a dream in the author's mind.
Seduce.
To entice someone to engage in sexual behavior or to enter into a romantic relationship.
Examples:
seduce him into crime, seduce her mind. He tried to seduce her with his charm and good looks.
Flatter.
To praise or compliment excessively, especially to gain favor or advantage, to deceive or mislead with excessive praise.
Examples:
flatter my boss, flatter myself. He flattered her with compliments, hoping to win her favor.
Resurgence.
The return or growth of something after a period of decline or disappearance.
Examples:
resurgence in popularity, resurgence of exports. After years of decline, the city is experiencing a resurgence in economic growth.
Scrape.
To draw something along a rough or hard surface, typically to remove dirt or other matter.
Examples:
scrape meat off a bone, scrape a hole in the ground. He scraped the mud off his boots before entering the house.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.